ver que tú me quieres, todo lo que falta, yo mendigo tus placeres. A medianoche yo te pido un solo beso, solamente un solo beso.
This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
Hey, what's happening? It's your man Mastermind. I'd like to welcome y'all to the season finale of the indie show, All Things Indie. That's right. You hear it, that's right. Woo, season 8 is coming to an end. This is crazy. Well, you know what to do. It's time to peek inside this brain of mine. It's time for One Time for Your Mind.
One Time for Your Mind.
Hello, folks, and One Time for Your Mind. Today, I want to talk about you, the fans. Thank you. Thank you for rocking with us this season 8, these last 3 months, for being crazy. I really appreciate you guys. We doing a dang thing. You can be doing anything else in this world on Tuesdays at 8 p.m., but you chose to rock with us. And for that, I appreciate you. All right? And right now, I just want to take a moment to shout out all the people who were on this season, because, man, it's been crazy. All right, in reverse order, I want to shout out Lynn Stoltz. She's the producer, writer of the film Sunset. All right. Then I want to shout out Sky Star. He brought, we did a progress report too. He came through. I want to shout out Adria. She was one of our champions this season, and she got her show. Johanse Brinson, he's director of the film Fated. He came through and just blew people's minds. That was a great interview. Big shout outs to the West Coast. Johanse, I see you. In our first progress report, we had Kev and Ejanae Williams. They came through and did their thing. They're family. They've been showing us love since day one. Another one of our champions this season, Brian John Harwood, everyone's favorite country music artist, was in the building. Actor Billy Sly Williams, he's friends with Martin Lawrence. A big shout out to Billy Sly coming through. Andrea Ward, you remember Andrea Ward? She got a doggone sword in her living room or dining room, wherever she was broadcasting from. Good people. Matt Borland came through. Man, his music that he's producing right now is crazy. Go back and check out Matt Borland's episode because it is bananas. He is a music producer and a whole lot more. Great interview. My wife, the diva, it was her birthday, and we did her birthday live on the air. Big shout out to the diva. Now, Risha got her Walk of Fame. She was in the hot seat. We did her episode. Marcus Devine, Dr. Amara Pope, 35,000 watts of Michael Millard. Michael Millard is the director of the film 35,000 watts of college radio, which I'm in. It's a documentary. Find it, watch it, and enjoy. We got Drew out there in Toronto, I do believe. He does his soul music review every week at the fantastic club, Aqua, I think. Big shout outs to him. Dr. Twyla B. Good. We're talking sex with her. The Pride of Cairo. Ishi from Arrested Development. My man, actor E. Roger Mitchell. and Walter Greason. Last but not least, we started the season off with Arrington Foster. He's one of the stars of the hit BET Plus series, The Family Business. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We got a whole lot more in store in season 9. Now let's get this episode off the ground because we have filmmaker, documentarian Muta Ali in the building. It's going down. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to tune in. JS1, play my theme music. Let's go.
Hey, yo, it's about that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Majorly we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The indie show with Mastermind.
Hey. What's good? One time for your mind, 2 times to boom your spine. It's the hip hop and show stopping, fat phone dropping, master of the wheels of steel. It's your man, Mastermind, and welcome to the season finale of the indie show, All Things Indie. That's right, all things indie, and I mean all. Look, this is a safe space, people. This is an interactive show. This show is secretly a late night talk show. All right, so sit back and relax. If you're thinking we're just going to sit around and just drone on endlessly, no, we're going to have fun. You're going to meet a lot of people, experience some new music, and a whole lot more. We showcase indie musicians and spotlight entrepreneurs and big thinkers. Today's show is an awesome show because not only are we interviewing the director of the Max documentary, Movie Pass, Movie Crash, we also have a world premiere music video, which happens to be from Rel and Ruby, who are one win away from winning our We'll Be the Judge of That championship. Y'all tune in around 8:30-ish to see if that goes down. But let's go. Let's go ahead and get this show started, shall we? It's time. Time for Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Yo, so in Hello Neighbor, this is the part of the show where I show love to the people that be showing me love back. When I say this show is interactive, I mean it. If you're watching this on Facebook, I see y'all, YouTube, Twitch, or X, put your comments in the chat and I will see them, especially on YouTube, all right? You put them on YouTube, we're going to put you on the screen, and the more you interact with me, the crazier I get, and the show just goes bananas. That's the way I like it, like living on the seat of my pants, okay? All right? It's already super crazy, but, you know, you're a part of the show, and I need you. You're my energy. Can you do that for me? I appreciate that. All right, so shout-outs. I need to shout-outs to RC and Heath Gunn. The Guns are my platinum viewers of the season, have been rocking with us all season long, and I appreciate you. I want to shout out to the Real Reviews team because they did a review of Movie Pass, Movie Crash that was directed by our guest tonight. So big shout outs to Movie Lingo, Iris, Dad Panther. I appreciate you guys for doing that. That was a great job. So big shout outs to y'all. I wanted to shout out Perry Carter, get well soon. Shavonna, Graham, keep fighting. We got you. Miriam, Shimon, and to all of my cousins, big shout outs to my cousins that made it to Cousins Weekend. All right, so this past weekend, went to Chattanooga. All 13 of my cousins, we all got together and we had a great 4-day weekend. We do this every year. So big shout outs to everyone that made it to Chattanooga. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's do it again next year. All right. So with that said, I'm going to shout out the man that makes me look and sound good every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. It is my unofficial co-host, but he's my executive producer, JS1. What's happening, brother?
What's going on? We in the building. Let's go.
Let's go, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Look at here, dog. Thank you for rocking and rolling with me this season. We've been looking and sounding good, brother.
Man, it was you have created such a big season. I don't know how you're gonna top it, man. We done had famous actors multiple times this season. We done got multiple directors in this joint. Yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna talk about corporate corruption and racism. This is great. Like, you know what I'm saying? On a Tuesday night. Let's all get angry as black folk. Let's do this.
My goodness. Hey, check this out, man. We are definitely part of the culture now. You know, people respect us and look forward to us. You know, the amount of people that's been hitting me up, can I be on the show, is crazy. You know, and the type of people that want to be on the show. Sometimes like, wait, for real? Let's go. We doing this thing.
It's love. That's love.
That's love. And shout out to you. I was talking about the Real Reviews team. I know you rock with them cats. Y'all did the dang thing, sir. I just wanted to give you some props as well.
Well, we try not to embarrass you. So like that's
keep it as long as y'all keep it 100. That's all that I care about.
Man, we can keep it 100, but we can go past 100 sometimes. So like we was just like, all right, let's bring it.
Keep it 100.
Yeah, let's keep it at like 92. 93, because you know, it could get bad. It could get bad. Not particularly about this particular documentary. I think this documentary was phenomenal. I mean, if this man's intention, and that should be your first question, if his intention was to make black people angry and want to burn some shit down. So I mean, like, yeah, man, let's do it. Like, you know, let's
do it. And I know you got questions, so usually you don't talk. I'm opening up the door today. You have questions. You can talk yet. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
Hey, I don't ever step on the master's toes. I'm
giving you permission.
My job. All right, I appreciate that, bro.
I give you one question. If it goes awry, then
you wait a minute. I get one question. That's crazy.
That's a test run. All right.
Let me start writing down my questions now and trying to filter out which one is the best one to ask, since I only get one.
And that's for everybody in the chat room as well. Make sure y'all got a question for my guy Muta Ali. It's going down.
That's a fact.
Man. Panther said, "I'll ask for a job." All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this thing moving. You got something to say?
Let's have a great show, man. This is the last one from the season. You taking some time off. Let's turn up. Tell a neighbor. Tell a friend. Come on, man. It's indie show time.
That's right. Thank you. I'm not gonna be here in July. A lot of people wanted to be on the show in July. I'm sorry for that. I'm gone for a month. I'll probably be back at the top of August because I got folks lined up already. So, August, sometime in August, I'll be back. But July, leave me alone. All right. So you ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead. It's time for Previously On.
Previously on Ready to Die.
We're sending you back to the future. Okay, all right.
If you haven't gathered already, this show has segments. All right, that's what keeps us hip and fresh. So in this segment, we talk about last episode. Last episode was the writer and producer of the film Sons to the Grave. It was filmed in Atlanta, had a bunch of stars and whatnot that you may recognize. Here is a clip with Lynn Stoltz.
Let me make sure I mute that thing so it doesn't double up on us.
Do you do a rolling or a full stop at stop sign?
Full stop always.
Look at that. Look. Great comedian. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And last but what song is currently stuck in your head?
What is that one that they're playing that you like so much?
Who? Oh.
Jelly Roll? Yes. Jelly Rolls. I can't think of it. Maybe you know.
It's the one that Jelly Roll sang on the stage. Somebody save me. Somebody save me. Is that it? The one that he sings with the whole choir behind him.
Okay. I told myself I was going to look up that song. I didn't. I guess I'm a liar. All right. So y'all check out the episode. It's really good. And also check out the review of Sons to the Grave that the Real Reviews team did as well. Bravo to them on that one. Go to vvclife.com. Look for Real Reviews. Look for those two movies, their reviews. I sent it to them. They did it. I'm happy with their work, and you will be too. But don't do that until after this show is over. All right, folks, time for the next segment. And this is when I introduce the guest. So I'm building suspense, getting our guest ready because he's about to pop on the screen. All right, here we go. Our guest is a director, documentarian, producer, and actor, and a whole lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your hands together one more time this season for the one and only Muta Ali.
What's up?
Muta, what's good, brother? Good seeing you.
Good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. I am honored to have you on the show. We're about to have ourselves a great time, sir.
Let's do it.
Sit back and relax. We're going to have ourselves a good time. All right, folks. It's time for elevator pitch.
Who the hell do you think you are?
All right, Muta. An elevator pitch. You have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself, not only to me, but to the audience at large. All right. Today, we're going to the 3rd floor. So that means you have 30 seconds. But there's no pressure whatsoever. Because if it's awful, if it's slow, I'm just say, oh, Muta, thank you so much for your time, but I'm going to have to let you go. All right. All right. Yeah. No stress. So my guy JS1 is going to put 30 seconds on the clock. He's going to tell you when to go, and then it's all on you.
All right, just a second. Let me get you set, and then let's get you in the light space. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
My name is Muta Ali. I'd like to say that my job here is to inspire people. I'm a filmmaker. I've been making documentaries for about almost 20 years now, so I would say I'm seasoned. Call me if you have a story that needs to be told, and call me if you want that story to be told well and to be told in a powerful way that enlightens and inspires and uplifts. And that's all I got to say.
My man dropped the mic with 7 seconds on the clock. That's how you do that. Okay. I can dig it. I like it.
I like your show a lot, but I was nervous when I said I would be on because of these games. I'm like, oh man, I got to think on the spot.
Look, you get bonus points from me for having seen the show and researched the show ahead of time, because I had a lot of people come in blind and like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. And then by the time the show is over, it's like, oh my gosh, I love your show. So
no, that's great.
So I'm gonna give you bonus points. So if you stumble and fall, you got grace with me. All right, so we cool.
It.
All right. This fool said, I am sold. Give him money. All right, dog. You trying to get a job, so you just trying to I see what you're doing. All right. Since he is ready, let's go. It's time for New Phone Who This.
New phone who this? New phone who this?
There's only one rule to New Phone Who This. That's to keep it 100. I got 10 rapid fire questions, and we're going to ask them one at a time. Just keep it 100. All right. And you in the chat room, answer along with them. This is interactive, people. Let's go. Question number 1.
Ooh.
Name a really popular movie that you've never seen. This should be good.
You know, I never saw The Wiz. And so I think I lose points with that, but I never saw The Wiz. Hey, I'm just being honest. You said keep it real.
You kept it super. Wait, dog. How did?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just never happened, and then I could go watch it tonight, but I never watched it.
Do you want to see it, or you just like, oh, I'm good?
I honestly don't really care. Like, no, I mean, no offense. I think it's probably dope, but like at the time, I think I was just too young. I wasn't caring about like the singing. I wasn't into musicals. I wasn't into the musicals and stuff like that. So, and I had never even seen the regular Wizard of Oz. I grew up not watching that sort of stuff, but I'm sure it's fantastic. I'm sure it's fantastic.
All right, just do me this favor. Watch The Wiz sometime in 2024. All right.
I'll see right.
Sometime in 2024. At least watch The Wiz before you watch The Wizard of Oz. All right.
All right, yeah, but all right.
There we go.
I've seen part of the Wizard of Oz just because it's on TV, like when I go to my grandma's house or whatever. But
yeah, TNT used to have that thing on repeat.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, you blew my mind on that first one, dude. Okay, let's see what happens with number 2.
All right.
Do you sleep with the fan or air conditioner on?
Yes, but not blowing directly at me usually.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Number 3.
Yeah.
What's your favorite superstition?
Oh, I got one that's not really a superstition where I always walk right. Like if there's 2 entrances and then right there, one door on the left, one on the right, I always walk right. Or like if there's like any split in any direction, I always walk right. And I think it's rooted to my upbringing because I'm probably messing it all up, but my father's teachings, like growing up Muslim and all that, and like the right side first and all that. And so I always feel a little self-conscious every time there's a choice, left or right. I'm gonna definitely go right.
I got you. All right, makes sense. Look, I always say I don't split the poles. If it's me and my wife,
split the pole.
Yeah, man, I got to. She either got to come around or I got to go where she is. She hates that. She don't care about none of that. But me growing up, man, as many times I got yanked for splitting the pole. Yeah, I can't. Nah.
I feel you on that. I do that. I actually did that on Saturday. So yeah, I'm with you.
Now, never split a pole. Exactly. All right. Next question. What's it? Number 4. What's a unpopular movie, a box office flop, have you, that is your favorite? What do you like? What bad movie do you like watching?
I don't think it's a bad movie. I just can't think of anything else. But I watched Baby Boy on repeat for like a couple years, and I don't think it was considered a bad movie, but I don't think it was considered like a top hit. And I just thought that movie was fantastic. So I think Baby Boy is kind of an unsung film that I watched that maybe didn't get the shine that it deserved. But I don't know if I liked any. I can't think of anything terrible now.
No, I got you. Look, that Panther says Meteor Man.
Oh, Meteor Man ain't bad though. Meteor Man ain't bad.
Okay,
I went to the premiere of a Meteor Man when I was a kid, and I remember being there, and Robert Townsend and everything. A talented brother. I don't know what these people have gone through in Hollywood because they got such talent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they've seen everything. But yeah, Meteor Man was like, just no joke. It was just one of the early examples of a black superhero on the big screen. Yeah, and I thought that was amazing, and it was funny. It's probably funny to go back and watch now too, though. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Look, they are jumping in the chat room. Let me see. Cortelius says Soul Plane.
Oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know if that's a classic, but
Office Space. Yeah, Office Space.
Oh, yeah, I like Office Space. Yeah.
Flight of the Navigator. I don't know what they did in the box office, but I remember every kid back in the 80s saw Flight of the Navigator. We saw that.
That's the one with the jetpack?
No, that's one, the flying dog with the big white dog.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Wait. Oh no, that's the one with the spaceship.
Flight of the Navigator. I don't think I saw that.
Yeah.
I was confusing it with like this Rocket Man thing back then, like this.
Oh yeah, that's Rocket Man. Yeah, jetpack and the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what else we got. Oh, we are okay. We both wrong. All right. I'll be wrong then. All right. Cool. So next question. Yeah, kids steal a spaceship. I figured it out in the end. Would you rather be on Survivor, Big Brother, or The Amazing Race?
Probably The Amazing Race.
Me too.
I think I'm driven by that competition, and you get to go to different places, and I wouldn't want to be on Survivor.
Mm-mm.
And I don't think Big Brother. I never like watched a full episode of it. Didn't seem that interesting to me. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I'm a
amazing.
huge Big Brother fan, but yeah, I'm with you. Go
Okay.
around the world. Plus, it's Survivor. I got to eat, man, and they don't like eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't like that at all. I gotta
Yeah.
eat too.
Let me see. Big Brother is in the building. Panther said Big Brother, and Cortelia says Big Brother's hand down.
Aren't you just in a house with that one?
Yeah.
Like what is?
It's competitions to vote out a person every week.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would get in an argument or something, like because it's like people backstabbing and stuff, right?
Exactly.
Nah.
It's mental, physical, psychological, sociological experiment of being stuck in the house. You can't watch TV. I think the Bible is the only book that you can read, and it's just you're forced to talk to people.
Okay. Now I'm good. I'm good.
He said, my guy said, I'm good. All right. Next question. We're moving along expeditiously. You sleep with socks on or off?
Oh, if I usually can't sleep with socks on.
No socks. Look, the no socks people are out there strong.
Yeah, man. You don't. I get you don't like lay down and get comfortable, and then you feel the tightness of the socks. Like I gotta take them things off.
Nah, I mess around and not have socks on, and it get cold. My whole sleep pattern is just messed up. So I gotta rummage around looking for some socks to put on, so my whole core temperature go back up.
I got you. I'm about to sound like an old man. I got stories for everything, but like
good.
In undergrad, I'm an alpha. I'm in a fraternity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we would do to raise money for the shelter in the neighborhood was we would do what's called a sleep out for the homeless. That was what it was called back in the day. And we would sleep outside and collect money from students and give that to the homeless shelter. That's the only time I slept with my socks on. You know, so that's how real I am about like not having socks on when I sleep.
Let's see the socks commentary. Why do we need socks? And then Raymond said, socks off. No way. I'm sleeping in socks. There we go. Put a blanket on them feet, man. And then last but not least, Cortelia says both. You start with them on, kick them off during the night. That's a smart man. That's how you get down. And Panther says, my wife would cause me to lose the Amazing Race. You got to get a better partner then, brother. All right. Next question. We're almost finished, but to stick this landing. Do you answer calls from random or unknown phone numbers?
No, never.
Not never. Oh,
I mean, maybe the words. If I know the area code, like you know what I'm saying. Like if I know, and not even now, because I got these politicians on. Like apparently, like if you sign up to one thing for a politician, everybody calls you trying to get some votes. So like I'm getting all these calls. But nah, like if it's a 212 number, I'll think twice, you know, or whatever. But nah, almost never.
No, I feel you. Yeah, I did that today. Regretted it. I was just like, I just put the telemarkers on speaker and mute and just hold them up.
You do that?
Yeah, I just
my brother does that.
It's just like if they're not talking to me, you know what I'm saying? At least they're not talking to nobody else. All right, so I'm saving the next
way to look at it. Yeah. Okay.
And Jamal says, always got to harass the scammers. All right, I think I got 2 questions left. All right. Next question. What song is currently stuck in your head?
Man, Kendrick, because I just watched his concert, so They Not Like Us is stuck in my head. Like how he just did the concert in LA. So I just watched it last night. Yeah, man. So he played that song, I mean, rightfully so, like 5 times. So
I haven't watched it, but yeah, I heard he did that thing 5 times and this twist, did a little twist each time.
Yeah. It seemed like everybody was enjoying it like crazy. So it seemed like a really solid moment for the West Coast, and I guess for the whole country. It was great.
Yeah, I guess you're not the only one because Panther is listening to that as well.
Okay.
A minor. All right. Last question. Since you've seen the show, you already understand this is the most important question I ever asked all of my guests. Friendships have been forged because of this question, and others have been destroyed by the way people answer this question. So take a deep breath, focus. I need you to be honest because this is so tough. JS, number 10. How do you like your grits? cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, butter. And you can combine it any kind of way you want to.
I like it with butter, black pepper, and sardines. I don't know if you ever put sardines on grits, but it's good.
Wait, what?
Yo, you gotta try sardines and butter and black pepper on grits. I promise you, it's good. So
wait a minute, he says
sardines, canned sardines. Like, look it up.
Canned sardines, like, which are already salty, mad salty.
Nah, they not salty. That's you talking about anchovies. I'm not talking about.
You're right.
Never. I got my family's from the South, so I don't know. There's different Souths, so like that's where I got it from.
You came from the sophisticated South. Go ahead.
No, that's not sophisticated. That's Alabama, Mississippi.
It's down south. Yeah, it's Alabama and South Georgia, down like Waycross and all that.
There we go. I'm not eating that, dog. Look, I'm not gonna be mad at you because you didn't put sugar in there. So you get a pass. But look, my wife likes eating sardines too, but I'm not about to mess up my grits with no sardines.
Try it one time.
Try it one time. Man, try it one time. You haven't even seen the wheels. Why would I try it one time? What are we doing?
I lost all my credibility.
Cheese, salt, and pepper, butter, never sugar. Cortelius. Look, man, I appreciate you rocking with us. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Stick around, dog. Look, you have passed. Congratulations. My man survived. We get to continue this show. He's rocking with us. You see him. Muta Ali is in the building. If you haven't seen his documentary, Movie Pass, Movie Crash, watch it tomorrow. All right. And then watch the review that the Real Reviews team did, vvclife.com. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Real Reviews, Thursday at 8 at vvclife.com.
Hey everybody, in 2023, VVC Life is taking things to a whole new level. And how can you be a part of that? By joining our Patreon. Once you become a member, you'll get access to tons of new content every week. You also get access to our exclusive Discord and also some live events that are going to only be for our members. All of our shows like Indie Show, Aries Lounge, and Black Watch Theater all have exclusive content that you will be able to access anytime you want to. Also, you'll be supporting our growth. So why waste time? Join the Patreon right now. Patreon.com/VVC Life. We'll see you guys in the comments. Peace. Hey, it's the Black Nerds Podcast. Make sure you subscribe right now on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts every Monday for a brand new episode. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And if you're just tuning in, make sure to put salt and pepper and sardines in your grits every morning. All right, real quick. If I would have played in college, I was going to do Alpha. So big shout outs to A5. I thought about it. That's the one. I can say that. All right. So in this segment, it is time for our music segment where we showcase 3 indie artists every week. And if an indie artist wins 3 weeks in a row, they get to sit in the hot seat just like our guest tonight, Muta Ali. It's time for We'll Be the Judge of That.
Court is now in session.
All right, folks, we got 3 artists we're going to critique. Hey, we want your critique as well, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know how you think about each of these songs. JS1, who is our first artist of tonight?
The first artist of tonight is a Baltimore legend. He is a hip-hop artist, a writer. He's a director in his own right. And he has a dope, really, really crazy show. It's not show, but a song called Indie featuring Christine B. And I'm trying my best not to mess it up. And let's see what this is all about.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
I gather up each sound you left behind and stretch them on our bed. Each night I breathe you and become high.
Yeah, yeah.
We ain't the same, but we all relative.
True.
We ain't the same, you ain't gotta take what I'm saying for negative.
True.
Knowing you a king, knowing she's a queen, something that you better do. Just leave with so don't need no help.
Help a nigga take over the world and we collective. Help a young leader see all the shit from your perspective. One accord we can afford if we go half, then that's effective. Eliminate any opinions disrespectful. A cup full of love potion in your direction. Might respect your mind, but partnerships is way selective. Green vibes only, my people really get the message. The chosen one, it's never been random selection.
But when I glide over the speed, cause I know you're listening, I can give you what you need. Just sit back and bow with me. Filled with peace and clarity. If you won't come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly, let's fly.
Baby. Yeah, yeah. What about that? Yeah, yeah.
We ain't the same, but we all relative.
True, true.
We ain't the same, you ain't gotta take what I'm saying for negative.
True, true.
Knowing you a king, knowing she's a queen, something that you better do.
Indeed. Bless me with the ice cold beat, my nigga, this was heaven sent. So phone home, like good looking for the dough. I be sure to send a sample just to taste of what I wrote. Visualize it, finalize it, monetize it, tweet and quote. Never take it personal with no review, but hate it, bro. In between the lines of love, you gonna catch a couple lows. We don't blow no energy on misery of the foes. Good vibes and dope rhymes, all the king is fitting to know. I be spilling Hennessy when I would kick it with my bros. When I kick it with my... I was still recuperating from a long night. All right. I was still recuperating from a bomb night. Bomb night. That shit ain't come across. Yeah, yeah. I was still recuperating from a long night. All right. Making sure that my brother's alright. We can continue to vibe and if the song's right. I was just bouncing back from my whole fit. Should really take my time and I know this. I see you jumping the gun, but don't be so swift. Dodging private block calls from my old bitch.
Okay. Let me start off first. I posted in the chat. I was like, I love Christian's voice. That thing is so hauntingly beautiful. That's what caught my attention. And I think, oh boy, he was reminding me, I guess because everybody's talking about Not Like Us, it was reminding me of Kendrick a little bit. But that video was shot really well. I was impressed. I'm looking forward to what Muta has to say. So I'm going to throw it to you, Muta. What do you think?
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was shot in a beautiful way. That's Baltimore? Is it?
Yes, sir.
I was just there maybe a year ago, but I've never seen it shot in such a beautiful way at night. It looked pretty, and I think Baltimore has a lot to say. It's a city that has a rich history. And I like seeing the brothers and sisters in there looking beautiful. I like the vintage look and the love and everybody looking beautiful. I like that car. So I really liked a lot about it. And the beats was cool. I had the nice jazz, or I don't know what the right flow you would say to it, like neo soul rap hip hop. That I feel I could always listen to something like that. So yeah, I enjoyed it, you know.
JS, of all the Baltimore artists that you've presented to us on this show, this is one of my favorite as far as just how clean the sound is and how professional the videos and the flow is. I'm just impressed all the way around. I'm impressed.
Yeah. I'm always, I stand on what I say when I like Greenspan is one of my favorite artists from Baltimore. He's also a very good friend of mine. And the album that this song came from is top 5 greatest albums to come out of Baltimore of all time. Like, and I will argue any person. And like, he is such a creative, he's such a beautiful person, and he's so pro-black. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of those people, you know how you got a friend that's so talented, but every time you see him, you still be kind of like, you know, what's up? You know, you the OG, like, all right, let me bow down. I don't want to play around you, man. Like, cause you so much of a great one. And he's just one of them dudes, man. And so like, shout out to him.
All right. So that's the first artist. If you like that artist, make sure you vote for them. All right. Kalia's box said, nice. Big shout outs to Misha Griffin in the building. Misha, what's happening? H-Town, stand up. I see you. Thank you for rocking with us. All right. So tell everybody to tune in because my interview with Muta Ali is coming up soon. But we have 2 more artists in. We'll be the judge of that. Our second artist, they tell me he is Toronto's king of baby making music. That's right. Toronto's king of baby making music is here. Put your hands together for the one and only Sean Jones.
Making music. I never heard that one before, but all good. I'll take it.
Sure. All right, man. What's popping? How you living, brother?
Hey, you know, summer is here, and I'm just enjoying the sunshine, man. Up here in Toronto, we get that nasty winter. Actually, it wasn't that bad this year, but you know, I'm really enjoying the sunshine. So yeah, I'm just trying to make music and do shows and yeah, do the thing.
So check this out. It's interesting that you're on today's show because last week I was honored to interview Lynn Stoltz, the producer, writer of Sons to the Grave. All right. And you are on that soundtrack.
Yeah. I thank you to Lynn and Sasha for putting me on that. That was I'm always amazed by how long it takes to actually put a movie together. Yeah. You know, musicians can put records together in a matter of months, you know, but sometimes it takes 10 years to make a film. And that film took a while to finally put together. But it came out so beautifully, and I'm so blessed to have a track on there and at a pivotal moment in the actual movie too. So, yeah.
So how did that come about? How did you get to be a part of the film?
Well, I think I met Sasha and Lynn when I was signed to a record label called Wide Awake Entertainment. And it may sound familiar to people only because Wide Awake Entertainment ended up buying Death Row Records back in 2000 and it might have been 2008 or something like that. Okay. Death Row Records went bankrupt, and so they actually bought Death Row Records. So they were in the news and all that, and there was a couple movies that they were trying to make as well, and Sasha was the publicist, and that's how I met them. And then I found out about the movie, and we started talking, and I actually wrote the song years before they even asked me to have it in the movie. When the movie finally got made, and Sasha was like, do you still have that song? Do you got any music? And I passed them along it, and yeah, they just loved it. So
okay, that's what's up. So how did you even get into music?
Grade 9. I was in French class, and I wanted attention from the ladies, but I had no idea how to get it, and I wasn't interested in singing whatsoever. It wasn't a big deal to me, but I was very, very shy, and Miss Priolo asked, you know, someone heard me humming in class, and Miss Priolo said, Sean, come up to the front of the class and sing. And I don't know why I did it. My heart was racing, stomach churning, and I started to sing, and every single girl in that room went. That was it. I was like, oh shit, this is it. This is the moment. So yeah, I started singing in school all the time to girls. And I ended up meeting a guy named Michael Pope. And Michael Pope would lead me to meet a bunch of other guys, 3 other guys who were looking to form a group. And we actually ended up forming a group called In Essence back in the day. And we did a bunch of stuff, but most notably, we went to New York City and we're managed by Funkmaster Flex and Paul Knotts. And we ended up writing a song called "You Will Never Find," and it was over the Mobb Deep "Quiet Storm" beat. And
you wrote that song?
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
that was a hit song, bro.
Yeah. And many people don't know who the fuck wrote it. They don't know who the hell it is, but that was us. And I think we even came through Atlanta. I don't think we performed there. We did a bunch of stuff in Miami and in Florida, but I don't think we actually did anything in Atlanta, unfortunately. But I remember we drove through and we were thinking about stopping because we were on our way back to Toronto, and we just never ended up stopping. But we did come down there for a showcase, and we showcased for L.A. Reid and Jermaine Dupri, actually, because we were signed to BMG Sony. Nothing ended up happening, unfortunately, with that. But yeah, we had a good run, and then the group broke up after about 12 years. And then I just went solo and started doing stuff, and I got signed to another record label, but it was just a nightmare. And I got out of that deal, and I've just been kind of independent ever since. And I put together a show up here called Soul in the City, and it's basically at this beautiful castle in Toronto. They have like an outdoor gardens. It looks like a castle. It's actually a house, but it's basically a castle. And in the outdoor gardens, they've got a glass pavilion, and we perform. I've got a 9-piece band, and we perform, and it's like 1,000 people show up at night, and they drink and they eat, and everyone has an amazing time, and there's dancing, and it's crazy. So for 8 years, I actually did that. This year, they decided to go another direction, and it's not working out great.
Wonder why.
I wonder why. But I am now doing another place called the El Macambo, which is another legendary spot in Toronto, and Harborfront, and I'm doing a bunch of shows. And next year will be even bigger. So I'm doing okay and just releasing new music. You know, it's a really strange time in music right now. It's not a great time to be. I don't think it's a great time to be an artist. Maybe I'm an old head, but the music industry is just like going like this. But I still enjoy making music. And so I make music for myself and I put it out, and whatever happens, happens. But as long as I can keep on performing, we're good.
There we go. So, all right. So set this up. So hopefully, folks, you like him. I want y'all to bring him back so we can ask more questions in August. All right. So, sir.
Yes, sir.
Set this song up. Let us just a little bit. What is this song about?
This song is about, having a good time. You meet somebody, and there's a connection for sure, but you want to make a point that I am that somebody. You do not want to let me go, honey. You know what I mean? Like, once I kiss you, it's a done deal. It's a wrap. That's the way that this is going to happen. So that's what the song kind of entails.
Somebody. Let's go.
Come on. I used to pull chicks, no problemo, with my bravado. Avenues and esplanados till I met one, hot as the sun. But she was immune to my charisma. A real one, yeah. You know what it is. Brothers in the club yelling, damn, who that is? My body fantastic, can't melt her body parts into elastic. Fuck a Copperfield, baby, you are magic. And if this isn't love, then my life's tragic. And I don't want to get all dreamy and shit, but they put us together, don't question it. And we can take it real slow so we don't trip. I know it feels deep, baby, but it's just the tip of an iceberg. So seal this with a kiss, because a love without you just don't exist. Come on. 12 a.m. The party's crazy. Purple hazy. DJ spinning records all night. In my mood, I can't be facing. I see you, lady. Hope that you are single tonight. Because we can chop it up. Pour some more liquor inside these cups. Or we can roll out. Let me show you just exactly what I'm all about. I'm not somebody, trust me. You wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. I'm not somebody, trust me. You wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. I never felt a vibe so sweet. so complete. I don't know if this feeling is one we can trust. Something more than lust. Girl, aren't you curious? Give you all that maybe we can, yeah. We can chop it up. Pour some more liquor inside these cups. Or we can roll out. Let me show you just exactly what I'm all about. Yeah, I'm not somebody. Trust me, you wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. I'm not somebody. Trust me, you wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. Maybe, yeah. Are you gonna change my world? Oh. Maybe, yeah. Maybe we'll see one day, baby. You and me. I'm not somebody. Trust me. You wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. I'm not somebody. I'm that trust me. You want to get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only. I'm not somebody. Trust me, you wanna get to know me. I'm not somebody. Once I kiss you slowly, you're gonna want to be my one and only.
Yo. Yes. Big shout outs to former Will Be the Judge of That champion, Nyrisha. She is tuning in. She's listening. Big shout outs to her. Big shout outs to Miriam Graham in the building. She says, I'm over here grooving. Let's hit the dance floor. Kalia's box, it says, dope grooving music. Hey, these folks love it. Jamal, I'm going to let you go first. You're talking about you like that it's up-tempo.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like mature music. I mean, I'm an old dude with a lot of gray hair, so I can't do a whole lot of complicated dances. I ain't about to be doing no whole lot. I don't even like hearing a whole lot of cursing no more. So like when I hear records like this, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's good for date night. It's good when you got shorty down at the jazz club or whatever. Y'all just hanging out. You can grab her up. Y'all can do y'all two-step. I love it, bro. I'm in all the way.
Thank you. Yo.
Yeah, man. It was. I had to sit back and listen and vibe out to this because it was reminding me of a feel. And I said, "Self, what is this I'm thinking about?" 80s. It's giving me a real strong 80s R&B vibe, and I can hear Luther Vandross. This is like up there with Luther type of jam. This is gonna be playing like Luther play, you play on the radio. It makes sense to me. It's a vibe, and I was just like, this is nice, sir. So bravo to you. All right, Sean.
Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. And that's just the first one. I got more coming. So
my man said he got more. Wait, I got more comments coming. Come on, Buddha, talk to me.
I got one coming that I know you all will love. I know because the chorus of it is a song that everybody loves and will just take them back. We did something special. So hopefully I'll be back.
Okay. Hey, Muta, talk to me. What you think?
I loved it. I was grooving, and it kept taking me to two places mentally. I was in my mind just cruising on a summer day, with the windows down, and it gave me that vibe. But also I was listening to the lyrics, and I was wondering what made you write that song, because there's in that position when you're the guy and you tell the girl, or you want to convey to this person that you're the dude. I've been there before for 2 different reasons, and I'm like, what's your reason for writing those lyrics?
I think back, like I said, back in the day, I was very shy. Even when I was with In Essence, you know what I mean? Like there was some bravado there for sure, but I was still a shy guy. And you know, anytime a chick would even slightly be like, give me some interest, but wasn't totally committed, in my head, I'm just like, yo, you definitely do not want to mess this up right now. Like you definitely don't want to do that. So I think that's where I kind of wrote it from perspective of back in the day, you know.
I like that, and I'm sorry, I'm just saying I need more music like that in my life, you know.
Okay, I got more.
Sean, tell folks how they can get in contact with you.
Oh my gosh, SeanJonesMusic.com. I'm on Instagram at Sean Jones Music, on Twitter at Sean Jones Music, though I'm going to be deleting that account. That Elon Musk shit just needs to go. So that's that. And on Facebook, it's my Sean Jones. Yeah.
Thank you. You can stick around in the green room. We will let folks know who the winner is before this show is over with. Thank you so much, Sean. Hold it down. All right. Last but not least is our current winner. 2 weeks in a row. If they win tonight, they will be our next champion. We'll be the judges there. Put your hands together for the father-daughter duo. It's Rel and Ruby.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
In the show, what's going on, guys?
Hey, it's good seeing you two. Welcome back, sir. Are you ready for tonight?
Man, we ready, man. Steaming like hot tea.
Steaming like hot tea. So what's cool about this tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving y'all some time. Pull all your family and friends together. It's a world premiere. Am I correct in saying this is a world premiere of your
World
video?
premiere. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told you. I kept my word. It's right here.
That is what's up. So set this music. Well, first of all, before we talk about that, you recently had a performance. Am I correct?
Yes, the Impact Fest. First annual. We were the first performers.
The first performers on the first ever Impact. So y'all set the tone.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Preacher Man. Put that thing together, man. It was nice, man. It was nice. It's gonna be big. Impact Fest, y'all. Look out for that.
How did they respond to y'all?
Oh man, it was dope, man. Everybody, man. We had some older ladies out there, man. Church ladies. They love it, man. They love it.
All right, so this is what I want you to do. Set up this music video and introduce it to our audience. You have the mic.
Hey, yo, this is Red Myers, Mississippi Mud, with my daughter singing on it. Man, it's gonna be a dope video, great song, great music, gonna take you back, man. It's feel good music. Y'all tune in, man. Check it out.
Yeah. I'm just a kid from Shaw, Mississippi. 300 Kenneth Street to be exact. Justine Shaw made me. Monkey and Ruby home helped raise me. Yeah.
Daddy, tell me about the Mississippi Mud.
Daddy put me in the womb. My mama pushed me out the womb. And I'ma rep this Mississippi till they drop me in the tomb. They ain't never put my state up. They always put my state down. I was born up in Mountain Valley, but I was raised up in Shawtown. Even though I moved away, my boots still got some mud. I know some people still down there, still trying to get up out that mud. Ain't hard though, trust me. All you gotta do is play yourself. Don't wait on others and try yourself. Just tell the truth and don't lie to self, my Lord. Please help us. I'm just a country boy, living life making country noise. Riding around in my country toys. We ain't had no playgrounds, them backyard we played in them. Them cabbage greens, them turnip greens, them collard greens, I grazed in them. Rock road with the potholes and the dirt roads, I stayed in them. Them days when the whole neighborhood raised you up, I raised in them. Mississippi, my favorite state, and I'm always talking that. I love to go back home, cause I love walking in that Mississippi mud. That's where they pick cotton and they put us at the bottom and we still in that Mississippi mud. Life was really hard, but we still pray to God and they still in that Mississippi mud. I walked up at the field and I always keep it real and I'm still in that Mississippi mud. I made it out there Mississippi mud. Y'all heard about but y'all don't know how that feel. Rest in peace to Emmett Till. This the home of the cotton fields. Jackson, Mississippi, what up? Rest in peace to Mega Evans. We done made a lot of history, and y'all gon' hear about this forever. I came up through a rough life, and most of y'all couldn't do this. I was on the course of trying to hit a golf ball with a toothpick. Situation was hectic. Daddy gone every day. Mama working her butt off, and grandma, she love to pray. Our house hot every night. Them mosquitoes we had to fight. What you know about B.B. King, and what you know about Jerry Rice? You know about these singers and these rappers and these actors. Now tell me something about these sandwiches, these cold cuts and these crackers. Chopping cotton in the hot sun, $100 every week, but we cool off and get a cold one. Where I'm from, everybody speak. Mississippi, my favorite state, and I'm always talking that. I love to go back home, cause I love walking in that.
Mississippi mud.
That's where they pick cotton and they put us at the bottom, and we still in that.
Mississippi mud.
Life was really hard, but we still pray to God, and they still in that.
Mississippi mud.
I walked up at the field, and I always keep it real, and I'm still in that.
Mississippi mud.
I made it out there.
Mississippi mud. Mississippi mud.
Ruby, you wanna take a walk in and
Mississippi mud.
Just because we're in Mississippi.
Yo, Ruby, let me talk to Ruby. Look. We got people out here chanting on the in the chat right now talking about singing Mississippi Mud. It's stuck in my head. It's gonna be stuck in everybody's head. Cortelius, he giving y'all flames. Miriam said, "Let's go." Ruby, how does it feel to see yourself in this music video?
Oh, it feels good.
Look out of the mouth.
Feels good.
It feels good. Okay, then do me this one favor, because I can't let y'all go without you singing Mississippi Mud live on the Indie Show. I got to hear it.
That's where they pick cotton and they put us at the bottom, and we still in it.
Mississippi mud.
Life was really hard, but we still pray to God, and we still in it.
Mississippi mud.
I walked up at that field, and I always keep it real, and I'm still in that.
Mississippi mud.
I made it out there.
Mississippi mud.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna be super famous, Ruby. We got your back. And look, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first interview watching them, this is her very first, third time now. We were the first people she had an interview with, and don't forget about me, Ruby, when you blow up. Rail, real quick, tell us who directed that music video, and how did y'all come up with the concept, and then we're gonna break it down.
Man, the video directed by me and Flick. He's the director. Flick shot you. Man, we didn't want to do the big cars and the shining jewelry and all that stuff, man. We just want to do some original, you know what I'm saying, make the video fit with the song, and man, we came up with one spot, and took it was the country vibe, man, and man, we just killed it in that whole spot right there, man.
What would it mean? What would it mean to you and Ruby if y'all ended up becoming our latest? We'll be the judge of that champion.
Oh man, that would be dope, man. First time, come on here the first time with Mastermind and let it shine.
hey, there it is. JS, talk to me. What did you think?
Man, once again, like he gave us the sneak peek last week, and I got to see just a little tidbit of the video, and I was feeling Dungeon Family in that moment. I'm feeling that classic late 90s Dirty South vibe, and he killed it. They knocked that thing straight out of the park. I love the video. I love the costuming. I love the way the thing was shot. I love the color grading. I mean, you killed it, man. And the song is already fire. The video takes it to that next level. Great job.
Cortelia says video 45 out of 10. Flame and love. God dog, 45 out of 10. Yes, sir. Okay. Muta, Mr. Director Man, talk to me. What you think about that?
At the end of that video, I was smiling. I thought you both did a fantastic job. It looked great. It did take me to that place where, like, I was like, wow, like it felt. I don't know if it was deliberate, but it was like a clean song, you know. And it also, I'm not from Mississippi, but it made me proud of like Southern roots, you know. And it also showed. I like how you shouted out Omega Evers and the history of Mississippi, and it just seemed so honest. And it had a groove to it, and the father-daughter combination. I thought it was just emblematic of love and pride and family, and I thought that was great, and it sounded dope. So I think y'all did a really fantastic job.
Thank you. Bro.
I got nothing but love for both of y'all. So man, I would be honored if y'all would be on the show next season. People, vote. Tell folks how they can get in contact with you, Real.
Man, Real Myers, Instagram, Real Myers Facebook, Real Myers on Twitter. And man, hey, just look up Real Myers, man. I'm in there somewhere. You can Google me up. I'm in there somewhere.
You see it right now. Do not mess around. Vote like your life depended on it. All right. You see who we got. We got Real Myers. We got Sean Jones. And we got, who's the first artist? Greenway?
Man, shout out to them.
Greenspan featuring Kristen. All right. And what were you about to say, Real?
I say shout out to them, man. They sound dope. I like their music.
That's what it's up. All right. You know the rules. You know, you can kick it in the green room. And just watch the show. We'll let you know before we say goodbye. All right. It's going down. Thank you so much, brother. It's all love. You see it here. Look, it's the indie show, all things indie. Pay some bills really quick. And when we come back, it's one-on-one with my man, Muta Ali.
Hey, babes. If you're liking what you see and you want to take me home to see more, then you've got to check out Gamer Girl the magazine. Get up close and personal with me and some of the hottest ladies in the gaming community while we talk about our favorite games, anime, and more. Now available for purchase on GamerGirlTheMag.com. Get your digital or physical copy today and tell them Remy sent you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, welcome back. It's the indie show. It's going down. Enough talk. It's time for one-on-one.
All right.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
Yeah, that's right. It's one-on-one with Muta Ali. Muta is in the building. Thank you so much for rocking with us, sir. Hopefully you were enjoying yourself today.
Yeah, definitely. This is fun. This is definitely a fun show. It's like one of the most fun shows I've seen in a minute. So I'm proud of what you're doing, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, that is what's up. So just to let everybody know, full disclosure, I worked for this man several years ago. He had this film, Don't Feed the Animals, and when I came in, you know, I auditioned. Big shout outs to Chris Burns, who told me about it.
Shout out to Chris Burns, yeah.
Yeah. And so I come in, I didn't know what to expect. I see him and a couple of more folks in the room. I do my thing, and the next thing I know, they coming out the room. Hey, we want to holler at you and get you in the room. So what was it that I did that impressed you guys in that audition, if you can remember? I'm just trying to blow my head.
Bro, you were stellar. I don't remember none of it, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember what year it was, man. Shoot. What was it? Maybe it had to be 09, probably.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. All my years just ran together.
No, you're a real actor. There were people who didn't know what they were doing. You embodied the character in a way that I felt was supportive to the film, and I immediately knew that I wouldn't have to, you know, time is everything on set.
Yeah.
You know, I knew that you would grasp the lines and you would help me out by like making the character as developed as it needed to be to get the scenes done and get the story told. And you did a great job. So I'm really glad that we cast you in that role. And I look back at that film every once in a while and show my friends, you know, so I'm proud of what we did.
Oh man, I'm proud of what you did. It was a really good movie. The only thing that I was disappointed about is that it didn't come out with the CD, Gorilla Zoe's CD, because I was waiting.
I didn't have no control over none of that. But I feel you on that.
Yeah.
That was a record label thing, I think.
Yeah, I feel you. But no, it's all good. I just had that question. I thought I'd ask you. So, how did you get into filmmaking? Who is Muta Ali? You know what I'm saying? Just to break him down, who are you, sir?
Well, African American man, born and raised in New York, and I came up in a family of actors and activists, and my immediate family, like I mentioned earlier, my parents converted to Islam when they were dating in high school, but my roots go down to the South, mostly Baptist. And as a young kid, I was kind of nerdy a little bit, and I loved the sciences, and I was a good student. But at the same time, I was always being creative, and being around creatives inspired me to such a degree that I wasn't sure by the time I was a senior in high school whether I wanted to go to engineering school, which I had a route to, or go to film school, which I had a route to. And I decided to go to engineering school. But at the same time, all my breaks, all my projects, I would do film projects while I was getting my engineering degree. And I ended up getting my undergrad degree, and then I got free ride to grad school through IBM. I went to IBM Research. I worked there during the summers. That was exciting. I have my name on a patent right now through IBM Research because of that, and they paid for my grad school, so I went to engineering grad school because that was part of the deal. I couldn't go to a film school through IBM, or maybe you can now, but if you're in school or somebody in school, apply to the GEM Fellowship. That's what that was. And so I don't know. I'm a passionate person. I'm a complicated person. I've been told I'm very kind, very honest, and also not easy to deal with. And kind of So like I'm all that at the same time. But I'm driven to the point that it bothers me. Like I'm a driven artist, and I've dedicated my life pretty much to being a filmmaker. And so I'm here at this phase right now. And while I'm 100% proud to be here, I'm 100% looking forward also. And in the spirit of growth, like totally,
Okay. Look, how has being a Baptist, Muslim, Southerner, and New Yorker made you, just roll that all together? How has that made you the person that you are today?
I don't know. I mean, artistically, I do make reference to the Bible a lot. I think I come from a family of people who are familiar with public speaking and often go to the Bible for help. So I think that's the same is true for the Muslim side of things too. It's just not the Bible. And I don't know. I think we just grow up. And I think we're just these little seeds, and we pay attention to things that we naturally are drawn to. And if we collect enough information, we can, as artists, be filters of information. And I think we take in what we like and put out what we like. And if people are drawn to it, they like it. So all those things combined, I'm not sure. But it kind of, now that I've kind of thought through the question, I feel like I've always been in a position where I'm in between a lot. I always feel like, like I don't feel like I fully fit in, which could be narcissism, but it's also quite reasonable to believe that, because say we talk about dating, I've gone to church 1,000 times more than I've been to a mosque, because it's usually the lady who's dragging somebody to a place, right? And in church, I can't fully be there because of conflicting messages that I took in as a kid, so I cannot fully enjoy it. And my name alone says something when I introduce myself. It's a powerful name. My full name means servant of the exalted one, and that's servant of God. And so that's a powerful name, and it's in Arabic. And so immediately at the club or whatever, and I'm not at the club, I'm too old for that stuff. But I come with this package that has different layers that sometimes allow me to the advantage of being separate from other things, but also the disadvantage. And so I always kind of feel like an outsider. But
No, I feel you
I think a
dancing
lot
in
of people
between
do.
worlds. It's
Yeah.
no, I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're this is one-on-one. I'm with Muta Ali. We'll be doing mastermind games pretty soon. I got more questions for him. So, Muta, first thing that comes to your mind when I say something that you worked on. I'm gonna give you the name of a project that you worked on. All right, and I want the first thought that comes to your mind when I name that project. All right, Life's Essentials with Ruby D.
Walking into the living room with my grandmother, and that project started on that in 2011. So it just takes me to a moment where, okay, for context, one of my grandmothers is Ruby D. She's passed away, but she was an Oscar-winning actress, and she was a lifelong activist. And she grew up in Harlem, and I had the chance to interview her before she passed away, and that wasn't the intention on the outset. But I had lost my grandfather, Ossie Davis, some years before, and in my 20s, I felt like I sort of messed up by not talking to him as much as I maybe would have in hindsight, right? I think we all might go through that when we lose a loved one, a grandparent, if we're lucky enough to have one. And so I remember when you say Life's Essentials with Ruby D, me being in the middle of that moment where I had already committed to doing a documentary on my grandmother. I already committed to doing it and telling it in a way where it's a grandson interviewing a grandmother, trying to learn lessons from her life. And the first day of shooting, when I walk into the living room and sit across from her, it had the tones and notes of profundity. It had warmth and love, but the first thing I got was lectured about my interviewing technique from my grandmother while we're rolling. And my producer, who became my best friend over the years, Javon Frank, is right there, sitting there watching me get lectured by my grandmother about how I should change my tone is going to dictate her tone, and I shouldn't be sitting behind the light. It's hard for her to see. I got to project my voice. And I was so embarrassed that I deleted that footage, which I'll never do again because I regret that. But that's what, when you say Life's Essentials with Ruby D, I think of that day. But that was a day that, it was an exercise in love and receiving love.
And you never forgot it. And that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, let me do one more. Thank you. Cassius X becoming Ali.
I think of being in London. We filmed most of the interviews in the States for that documentary. Cassius X is a documentary about Cassius Clay's emerging as Muhammad Ali in the mid 60s, and it's based upon a book by a man named Stuart Cosgrove, who is from Scotland. And so that project was a collaboration between US and their studio out there. And so I spent a lot of time in London, and we filmed a lot of the recreations, those sort of atmospheric, impressionistic visuals of a boxer and things like that. We filmed that in London. And so I think that was a fun day that I'll never forget. So yeah, that's where I go. I go to London.
Yeah, put your hands together. Muta Ali. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. We got more questions for Muta. But now, here's your chance to win my money. It's time for Mastermind Games.
Let the games begin!
Hey, you got some hand claps. Big shout outs to Misha. There we go. I see you. Thank you for tapping in, love. Houston is in the building. All right. So check this out. For the last time in season 8, someone in the chat has a chance to win my money. If you want to win my money or have a chance to win my money, put your Cash App in the chat right now. We're going to randomly choose somebody, and we'll let you know if you are the person. So what's going to happen is It's going to be 10 questions. We're playing Survey Says. And in Survey Says, you've seen Family Feud, right?
I have, yes. Yes. I
All
love
right.
Family
So this
Feud.
is our version of Family Feud. 100 people have been surveyed. So you just have to give me the number one answer. All right, sir?
All right. Yes, sir.
And in Survey Says, after you give me your final answer, you have to say final answer to lock it in. Because you can get help from the chat, but once you say final answer, it's a wrap. You can't
I don't see the chat. Like, how do okay. I want to see the chat.
You better figure it out.
Oh, man. I don't
chat.
see y'all. All right,
If you look for comments, it should be a box that say comments. I don't know how yours looks.
Oh, I see it. All right.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a whole different story. There you go. All right. So let me see. People putting it. Hey, we here? Where you been? Oh, okay. Look, last call to try to win my money. All right. So if you get it right, $1 goes into the bank, and it'll eventually you can win up to 10 of my dollars. Hopefully, no one wins. All right. If you get 3 strikes, it's over. I get to keep my money. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yes. All right, here we go. Here's a test just to make sure that you understand what's going on. Name a unit of currency used in a foreign country. Name a unit of currency used in a foreign country.
A quid.
And what are you supposed to say after that?
Final answer.
All right, he said quid. Survey says peso. All right, that's the number one answer. All right. If there was a real question, you would get an X. I would do a dance.
And I only get 3 X's?
You only get 3. Once it's over, it's a wrap.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So you good people, but I need you to lose. I need money to stay in my wallet. All right. Gotcha. This is real cash, people. Okay. Here we go. Question number 1. Name something you do while waiting in a supermarket line. Name something you do while waiting in a supermarket line.
Look at my phone. Final answer.
Look at my phone. Final answer. He said that with much confidence. I always get scared when they give an answer 2-3 seconds after I finish, because usually it's right.
Now I'm scared. Maybe I should have thought it out more.
You probably should have. Survey says, read a magazine. Oh.
When were these questions asked, though?
Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that.
You got the old game.
Look, 100 people were surveyed, and they said, read a magazine. You're standing in line. You see that Life magazine, the People magazine over there? All right. Here we go. Question number 2. He said, when? Good answer, though. I like the way your brain works. All right. Name a kind of bump. Name a kind of bump.
Wait, a kind of what?
Bump. B-U-M-P.
Oh.
And no, sir, magazine on the phone, no, that don't count. He said magazine, maybe 94.
A speed bump.
All right, Jamal said pimples and Misha said speed. Survey says speed bump. Dang it.
Yeah. I thought of pimples, but then
That's okay. I'm still in this thing. All right. I'm down $1. All right. We got 1 strike. So 8 questions to go. 2 strikes in there. All right. Let me see. Next question. Name something a passenger in a car might wish the driver would stop doing. Name something a passenger in a car might wish the driver would stop doing.
I think it's either speeding or pumping the brakes too much. It's old, so it's not texting and driving. I'll go with the brakes, like braking too much.
Braking too much. He locked it in. Braking too much. Final answer. Jamal says slamming the brakes. Panther says sing, hum a song. Stupid, playing old church songs all day. Survey says, go with your first thought. Speeding. Yes.
Man.
I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real relaxed and comfortable. We have 2 strikes. We got
That's 7
one.
more. How many more questions are?
Oh, sir, we have 7 more questions. You can go on a fantastic run. $7. Look, you locked in $1. You got 2 strikes. People, look, help this man out. 1994. Stop it. Stop. We're not doing it. All right, number 4. Here we go. Name a kind of place where you often get bored. Name a kind of place where you often get bored. We surveyed 100 Americans. All right. People, help him out. If he get another strike, this thing is over. But maybe I want to go straight to the interview.
It sounds crazy. I got an answer, but I'm waiting for the chat to give me another option because it sounds crazy what I'm about to say.
I have faith in your crazy answer.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the church.
And okay, so which one? What we doing? What's your answer?
The church. Final answer.
Church. Final answer. Dang it! Church is the answer. Oh. Maybe this is the run. Maybe this is the run. Can he do it? Oh, heck. Number 5, name an occupation whose members worry about being bitten.
Exterminator or zookeeper.
What the people talking about? What did they say? Mail delivery.
Answers, yeah.
Zombie. Oh, you stupid. Pet groomer. All right. What we got?
I don't know. I'll just go out on a limb. I'll just say exterminator.
Oh, blast from the past. Sing Say Cool is in the building. I see you, Shawty. Boxer versus Mike Tyson. Y'all on that stuff. All right, what was your answer?
The exterminator.
Oh, I would hate to get bitten by anything I'm trying to exterminate. Survey says dog catcher, animal control.
That's kind of like an exterminator a little bit.
It is almost not like an exterminator.
It's a little bit like
Yo, good run though. I get to keep my money until August. Thank you so much. I'm very happy. Oh my God, this is wonderful. I feel like I should do a speech. Oh my gosh. No, good run. And speaking of good run, make sure you vote. I need y'all to vote. This is very important. Vote. Because Rel and Ruby, they could be champion, or we could get the Canadian R&B singer Sean Jones, or Baltimore might start a run. Make sure you vote. All right, back to the interview with my guy. It's Muta Ali is in the building. All right, Muta. All right, I'm gonna give you another film that you worked on. Movie Pass, Movie Crash.
First thought.
Sitting
across from Stacy Spikes, the founder of Movie Pass. I interviewed him, I think, for I don't know how many times, hours and hours and hours. So that's what I think of the first time, is sitting across from Stacy Spikes. And I hope everyone gets to watch the documentaries on Max right now.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. We're gonna segue into that. And in the back of your mind, I want you to also think about. I want to ask you, how did you even get into doing documentaries? So when I found out you were doing documentaries, I was like, yo, that's wild, because I think I saw the Life Essentials. Is that your first documentary?
I think, yeah, first feature doc, yeah.
All right, cool. So,
well, it's hard to say that because, to be honest, before I met you to do the Gorilla Zoe thing, I had done a lot of documentaries on hip hop artists. That's what was keeping me, after Georgia Tech, I got my master's at Georgia Tech. I just dove headfirst into I'm a survivor of being an artist. and it was Atlanta hip hop artists who were hiring me and my business partner at the time to produce documentaries about them. This is before, definitely before TikTok, before social media was a thing, before smartphones were like out there where you can document yourself. And so we had a brand called the Raw Report, and the Raw Report, that was like the I don't know, it's like the hip hop news before there was social media. Before there was World Star, we were going out and interviewing. The first interview I did was with Tip, with T.I. And so we did documentaries. We did one on Young Jeezy. We did one on Shorty Low. I was just talking about that the other day. And so we did 15 projects total. And 7 of them were documentaries on Atlanta artists primarily. And so I cut my teeth and got my experience doing documentaries. And that led me to working with what was Bad Boy South and doing the Gorilla Zoe project. That was a film. And so it had been a minute, but Life's Essentials with Ruby D, I would say, is my first feature documentary that got broadcast on national television. The other documentaries were mostly paid for by the label, the record label.
Is the Raw Report still available for us to check out these documentaries?
I don't know, man. Like that was a situation that I walked away from. I walked away from that around that same time we were filming that movie. I think there was a lot going on. Okay. But I had spent 6 years building that brand with my business partner, and at the end of the day, I felt it was best that I step away from that.
Copy that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about how we got to Movie Pass. How did you guys meet up? You said, this is the story I want to do a documentary on.
They called me, to be honest,
okay.
They called me, emailed me. It was in 2021. I got a message from a producer named Scott Beltry. And Scott was aware of me, and he and his company and another studio under Mark Wahlberg called Unrealistic Ideas, they were doing a story on MoviePass and finding a network. And in the process of finding the right network for it, HBO said that, hey, you should reach out to Muta Ali, because I had done a project with them called Yusuf Hawkins' Storm Over Brooklyn. And Scott reached out to me and told me they wanted to do a project about MoviePass, and I had heard of it vaguely in 2018. But when they sent me some articles on it, and I found out it was founded by 2 Black men, Stacey Spikes and Hamed Watt, and that it had grown to such a point where their company was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and the company was driven to the ground, I said, I do think I have some interest in giving you my take on how the story could be told, because the way it's told now is not how it was going to be told necessarily before I came on board. I think that's just my job as a director to put my take in there. But that's how it started. And I immediately reached out to my producing partner, Javon, and I said, what do you think about this? And we started brainstorming on what we felt was at the heart of the story. And we felt that Stacey and Hamed were at the heart, because it's a huge story. It's not just about these 2 founders. It's a story about $100 million company and its parent company, and salacious spending and all sorts of spectacle that we sort of expect to see in rise and fall films about companies sometimes. And I said, I don't know, I think we might need a little bit of that sauce to attract people. But this is a story about historically what a lot of Black founders go through, which is getting their companies taken from them, getting kicked out of their own companies, and being creators of something that has extraordinary value, but being separated from the capital that's needed to actually grow that idea into its full fruition. And so I jumped on it. And as soon as I spoke with Stacey and Hamed, I said, all right, these brothers really, really are intelligent and got it going on. So let me dive into it. So that's kind of like how it all started.
Yeah, it's crazy because I heard of MoviePass, and look at now, you got AMC Stubs and a whole bunch of other things that's MoviePass-ish. And I didn't know MoviePass was was 2 Black dudes. So I'm watching this. I was just like, what? Really? That's crazy. And the farther along it went, I started feeling some kind of way. I was just like, yo, they're not about to take that from up. It happened. This is some crazy stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, spoiler alert, but yeah, they did go through a lot, and it's I'm proud of Stacey now in the position that they're in now. MoviePass does exist, and he's at the helm of it. But there's a huge rise and fall if you watch the film. And Stacey also started Urban World. I don't know, Urban World Film Festival. That's his thing. So and in a circuitous way, his festival played a role in my trajectory too. But yeah, you gotta watch the film. It's fun. It's a fun film. It's a film about what I consider to be. I gotta watch what I say, to be honest, right? Because it's right. There's still a trial coming up. And the two heads of two people running the show have been indicted. And these are like federal charges that they're facing. And so there are certain things that we could say and put in the documentary, and there's certain things that we could not, for a range of reasons. So I'm trying to bite my tongue and also explain to you that this story is bigger than just MoviePass. And there are a lot of people who went on a ride due to what was happening, and they lost a lot of money. A lot of people like us who might have known about MoviePass and wanted to invest in its stock, which was HMNY, the parent company. They went on a ride. People lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, just everyday people, and I think that justice needs to be served, So
can this documentary be used in court? Because I didn't know they was still in litigation.
I don't know. I mean, I would assume anything that. I don't know. To be honest, I've seen wild stuff used in court, so probably, So yeah, because we're a little bit ahead of the game, and part of what we were. This story got started because Jason Garasio, journalist, he's an award-winning journalist from Business Insider, Jason Garasio. He was the one tracking the MoviePass story as it was happening. And so he gave us a baseline of great information to craft the plot of this film, and have it correlate with reality. As we started filming and interviewing people, some of the information that we were getting actually was new to him. And so it's sort of like this cycle in that regard. So there has been some new information that we were able to, I think, kick up through this process. But I ain't the type to just be sending information to nobody or nothing like that. It's just it is what it is,
Now you just dropping that information on our heads. I'm just like, yo, okay, then that's what's up. I had no idea. So right now, what I want to do, I want to play a clip from our movie review show, Real Reviews. They did a review of MoviePass, Movie Crash. If you guys haven't seen it, I want y'all to check it out, vvclife.com. Look for Real Reviews. And we're gonna play a clip, and I want your comments on what they said.
I'm just letting you know that I didn't really have time to curate the best clip, so I just have an area. I don't know if this is gonna work right, so y'all don't kill me. I really didn't have time to create a clip of that. But anyway, let's throw this up and let's see how bad it is. Let's go. Pretty much incriminated themselves in the documentary, which could be a detriment down the road. And to get some of the low-level employees, I felt like that was super important. I mean, the amount of information, even audio, that just listening to audio from meetings and personal settings, I'm bewildered. You know what I'm saying? At how they were able to gather so much to present such a clear picture of what happened from beginning to its current state. I would only push back on Dad Panther's review just a smidge to say the ending actually has an upswing. That was very unexpected. That I was like, oh wow, that's fucking cool. For real. The The thing that I don't like is that they stay.
All right, decent clip. Talk to me, Muta. What you thinking? What jumps out at you?
No, every time, like they say that you could design your own demise, right? So maybe let me just hold up here. I'm very nervous about any sort of review. I feel like is I didn't watch what you said. I know you sent me this clip, but I didn't watch it because it could send my brain in different places, And as an artist, it's just, I think some things that we do, like even the artists who put out their music videos today, I think it's an act of courage. It's an act of faith to even create the art. And it's a journey that people who have never done it from afar have full right to comment on, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think it's helpful sometimes when people comment and critique art because you're putting things in context. You're telling people, oh, you might like this or you might not, because people's time is valuable, But as an artist, the inside of me is always like, oh man, I don't want, if one word is off in your description of what my intention was, I'm gonna go off and cry, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so like I'm super, I'll take that because that passion is part of what drives me. That passion is part of what is part of my, it's a character trait. And so I'll take that, but I was nervous too. So and when it comes to reviews, I don't even look. But that seemed cool. Like I did have an intentional, there was intention behind ending the film the way that we did. Mm-hmm. I was happy to end showcasing that Stacey Spikes got his company back. I do not like telling heavy stories about in any way sort of the plight of Black Americans, if you will. Yeah. And leaving people down and out. Like I don't want to like have audiences leave feeling down, that was intentional. So I do like when people are drawn to that and appreciate that.
Okay. Panther says, I love this film, planning to watch your past films. You have an eye for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I hope you spread the word.
All right, Jay, you can ask your one question.
Well, before I ask my question, I want to say that, I was the one speaking in the review. Now, I might have been a little hard in the review, but overall, I super enjoyed what you shot. And I was so impressed by, like I said, all of the information that was given, the flow of the documentary. It didn't have laws. It didn't get boring. It was a beautiful representation. I mean, it was a beautiful representation as far as like, yo, this is a Black director who kills it. I may have wanted to cry, curl up on the floor and cry at certain points because just seeing how these two, I'm gonna call them gentle giants. These two men just seem to be so smart and wanting to do something positive to just be pushed aside. And I thought that was some crazy stuff. So anyway, man, so I have questions about the doc, but you said something that rocked my world. Like, and I'm gonna make this quick. The Raw Report. The first time I heard about your platform, I was visiting Atlanta and I picked up the Jeezy DVD CD combo, Trap or Die. Bro, you changed my life on that joint, bro. Like it was like I literally championed your DVD all over Baltimore for 6 months. I was getting friends together and forcing them to watch the Raw. Like, yo, this joint is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the footage that you got, really, to me, I feel like you single-handedly took Jeezy from obscurity to pop culture. And not because
I can't. I'll let you finish, but I can't take credit for all that. But
okay, so like my friends was like, all right, I'll give you a prime example. I'm in Baltimore, so my friends were watching the DVD, going, yeah. I mean, anybody could shoot some stuff like being in a strip club or da. I'm pausing the video, going, look at these chicks rapping the lyrics of the song. Who is this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Him going into small towns and having the small towns completely turned up. Him giving out thousands of pairs of sneakers. Him giving away. I mean, like, just the way everything was captured for you to see the reality of what he was navigating. to show you how he had turned the South upside down. If I couldn't have seen that, I wouldn't have been sold. Because every rapper lies. You know what I mean? They come up with a whole bunch of stuff, but it's hard to fake 1,000 people in one room rapping every word of a song. That was pretty amazing for me. And then like a lot of other things that I saw, I just respected. But shout out to you, bro. Like that was amazing. You know, and I've never seen an artist roll out like that. You know, I mean, I've literally never seen an artist roll out like that.
Thank you, bro. Like I that as you saying that, it's bringing back a lot of memories of Trap or Die, and that was a interesting project to put together. That was before like DJ Drama was big, but that was his mixtape, and it was a big time. Jeezy the Snowman and all that. As somebody asked me for a copy of it, and I don't even have my own copy of it no more. Like I think it's like ripped on YouTube or something. Like that.
I still got my copy, and you're gonna autograph it when I see you. So let's see what it is.
Appreciate it, definitely. But I can't take full credit for that. It was me and my business partner. I edited the whole thing. I wish I put our credits name. There was no credits in the end of the thing and nothing like that. But that was a big thing. But we shot a lot of what took place in Atlanta, and there was another some set of footage that Jeezy gave us though, like when he went down to Macon and all that stuff like that. And then we chopped it all together, and that I'm very proud of that. I think even to this day, I still like how that flowed, and it was nice to do that. And Jeezy, like I didn't know as much as I needed to know at that time. I became a bigger fan of his after doing that project. You know, his music, his flow is still something that I think the game still needs. You know.
Agreed. Shout out to you. I'm shutting up now. Come on, Mastermind, take it over.
All right. Before we do in the university, I got a few more questions. But in the commentary, we got Panthers Den says, if you could do a documentary on someone or something with full resources, what or who would it be on?
Well, I can't tell you the real things I'm going for because then somebody else will try, right? But like, I think that, the diaspora is a big thing. The African diaspora is so vast. And I would love to see in one, multiple part documentary an account of how I'm talking about from Brazil and Guyana and like America and DR. Like there's so many similarities between us that we don't understand, and I'd love to see a film that can highlight the beauty and differences in many aspects of the African diaspora in the Western Hemisphere, and give us an understanding of how similar we are, obviously, but how different we are, religion, language, food, and how our histories are similar and overlap. I think it will be particularly powerful to someone like me who grew up with the American public education system that didn't really highlight any of that. And I think as we become a smaller and smaller world, it's such an asset to know that we're everywhere and our culture is beautiful and our culture is diverse, and all these little petty things that make us, I guess, not understand or not appreciate some culture because they got different that or they wave a different flag is ridiculous, So I'd love to do a huge, epic, multiple part documentary on the diaspora and showcase us in that light for sure. And on a smaller scale, I'd love to do one on a guy named Ivan Van Sertima, who's he passed away, but he was a profound gentleman who spoke about. He had a book that his most popular book was "They Came Before Columbus," and I think it's also related to the diaspora too, directly. He talks about the Africans who were in the Western Hemisphere before Christopher Columbus, and those two are the same. So I think as I answer you, I'm in my mind realizing that that's kind of at the heart of my dream. Like I'd love to tell a story that really showcases the power of that.
Are so thoughtful. I mean, it's just you really think about it. I can tell that you believe in. You're very passionate about what you believe in, and you have been so forthcoming, and honest during this whole process. I just really appreciate you rocking with us and being on this show, man.
No, thank you, man. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Before we get up out of here, let's go ahead. Indy University. Let's go. Indy University, 5 questions for independent entrepreneurs. All right, let's get this graduation. Let's see if we can graduate tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 1.
Okay.
Someone watching this interview may be contemplating starting their own business. What advice would you give them?
You don't have to pay for an EIN number. They'll get you. But my point is really just start your business and do the paperwork a little bit aside. A lot of times we spend a lot of money on things like the LLC, the S corp, paying a lawyer and trademarking this and that, and hundreds of dollars, business cards and all that, and that's important. I know I sound crazy with the way I'm out the gate with this, but there's a market to capitalize on entrepreneurs who put the cart before the horse in that small way. And I feel like if you're starting a business and you're bootstrapping it and do your business and focus on your craft and focus on contributing a product that you think will be helpful to your customer base. And then once you start making revenue, do those small things and create your LLC and all this stuff like that and worry about an accountant and all that. So on a small practical level, that's the advice I have. Save your $1,000 on a lawyer and all this stuff like that and put it into what you're doing.
All right. Number 2. Let's go. As an independent entrepreneur, who do you turn to for advice?
I always talk to my business partner. I know not everyone's lucky enough to have that. But one of the things about going to school is you get classmates, old classmates. I don't know. It's hard. I never had a mentor really, and that's something I've wanted for. But if you have a mentor, do that. I honestly don't have a solid answer for that. But at this point, if you don't got nobody, I would definitely do the Chat GPT thing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Number 3. What's the one misconception about owning your own business that people need to know the truth about?
Well, I think some people can get caught up. It depends on who we're speaking to. A lot of people already know to not do this, but business credit and such, be careful when you're doing that. Understand that your personal credit is what you have to use to support your business credit. That's one of the things. Like, don't do a lot of that flipping this to do that and borrowing this to do that and taking out this credit card and this line of credit to do that. We are marks. These us new business owners who the banks can exploit if they want to. So just be wary of things like credit and trying to leverage this to get that and borrowing too much, because you'll end up over your head, and that can really do a disservice to what your intentions are. So just look out for that.
All right. Number 4. What's the greatest joy you've gained from starting your own business?
I would say tax deductions. You can deduct things off your taxes. I mean, it's a lot. I put like 100% of what I do is like, there's nothing I don't do that's not related to business, almost literally. And I guess that I might be obsessed by that. But I will tell you something, right? If you're trying to buy a home, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you deduct, take all these deductions for your business. If you run your business and that's your only source of income, right? And you try to get a mortgage, a home loan, they won't count your business income if you've deducted. They'll only count what you paid taxes on. So if you make $200,000 a year, but you had $180,000 in expenses, I'm just putting some money out there.
Yeah.
Then they'll say you only made $20,000, and so you are applying for a loan for a home that's say $200,000, and you could afford it because you made that in a year. No, sir, you only make $20,000 in taxable income, so you don't qualify for this loan, so you cannot own a home because you can't borrow from us. that is a sort of unique situation that entrepreneurs get into, that I got into and ended up having to get out of in a certain way by flipping some things that I had to do. But that's a tricky one, especially if you want to own a home, which I recommend, because your only other route is to pay. You get a different type of mortgage. I forget what it's called, but you pay an even higher interest rate than what you would if you got a traditional loan. So be careful for that when you.
All right, I'm gonna flip it for question number 5. Question
right.
number 5 is this: how do you make money doing documentaries?
Well, it's a couple ways, but it's not a place to go to get rich. I think the place to go to get rich, own as much as you can, but you're gonna stretch yourself to the nth degree. 2 ways: you could be a director for hire if you want to direct, and that means someone else owns the project and they hire you to execute it as a director. So you can get a good salary doing that, and you'll be fine. Another way is you own the project and you do it entirely yourself. You raise the money yourself, and then you get paid when you sell the project to a network. The quick way to explain that is, if you have an idea and you have access to the people who can tell that story, and you have the ability to capture it and edit it, then talk to a network who will buy it first. How do you talk to a network? You have to just go to a film festival. That's the best way to do it, because they're not going to just talk to a film festival where those network representatives appear. Say, would you be interested in this? They might say, yeah. Have a follow-up to be sure before you put up hundreds of $1,000s or whatever. But at a certain point, you'll understand, oh, they are interested in this, and I have access to it, and I can tell this story. I'll fund it myself. And then when it's done, they buy it from you, or license it from you for 5 years, and you get a bigger check doing that, and you own it after 5 years, and you can stream it, and you own all of that content. So there's 2 different routes. One is more risky than the other, you know.
Congratulations. My man just graduated. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. In the university. It's almost that time, people. It's almost the end of this episode, the end of season 8. While we're getting together, it's your last chance to vote. We're about to put the voting on the screen right now. JS1, do you have that information?
Yes, sir.
All right. There it is right there.
It is.
All right. Everybody that voted loved that joint. Rail and Ruby, where y'all at? I'll know where you can find them. Next season, Rail and Ruby will have their very own episode, sitting in the hot seat, just like Muta Ali. Muta, thank you so much for rocking with us today.
This is fun.
It was one question that was on there that I just go ahead and ask you. How can I contact Muta? I have some great short films I would love his opinion on.
The easiest way that I could give out is by social media, but I'm mostly on Instagram, so just hit me on IG and I'll get it.
Yeah, and it's
just at Muta Ali, at MUTAALI.
There it is. All right. Come on, it's time for the last word. Let's go. In the last word, we kick our shouts and say anything that we didn't get a chance to say during the show. JS1, I'm gonna let you go first.
Only this.
It's an inside joke. You got to go back to some past episodes. Muta, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. This episode has been way better than I thought it was going to be. And I thought it was going to be a good episode.
Thank you, man. I'm so happy to be here. If there's one thing, I just wanted to shout out Rail and Ruby, right? Like, I'm really proud of them. I love that video, and I think that father-daughter team is a beautiful thing. And so just congrats to them. And thanks for having me on the show. Really, I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Hey, I see you, Rail and Ruby. Congratulations. I'll talk. We'll set up your episode. It's either going to be in August or September. We'll work it out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for rocking with me. JS1, my man Muta Ali. Now you can go watch Movie Pass, Movie Crash, and all of the other movies that Muta Ali has put together. One more time, let's put a round of applause for Muta Ali. Thank you very much. Mastermind. I'm taking off July. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
Hey yo, that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this.